Alma Lopez, and I'm Senior Business Development at the Mexicali EDC team. Our main purpose is to help foreign companies establish operations in our city. In today's interview, we have Carlos de Hoyos Walter. He's a member of our STEAM business community in Mexicali. Carlos, hello, thank you for having us today. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Carlos de Hoyos Walter. One of the partners of the Hoyos y Aviles law firm. I grew up here in Mexicali. I've been living here for 55 years. I love Mexicali, I love Baja, and it's a pleasure to be here. I am an attorney, a business attorney, and my expertise mainly is help companies to make business, to grow business in Mexico.
Excellent. Could you please tell us about your educational background? Where did you study?
Yeah, for sure. Here in Baja, we have a very good options to study. I studied in Felix de Jesus Ruller during the basic school. After that in CETIS, in high school. It's a very good university, high school here in the state. After that, I went to law school to the University of Baja California. And after I finished and I was admitted by the bar, I went to Mexico City and I studied a master. I obtained a master's degree on business law. And also I made a PhD studies. I completed the program in Universidad Panamericana, Pan American University. After that, I made an MBA.
Okay.
An MBA in IPADE.
Okay.
It's also an institute that depends from Universidad Panamericana.
Excellent. Then you came back to Mexicali?
Yes, actually the MBA I studied 10 years ago.
Okay.
When I studied MBA, I flight and I was living here.
You were traveling in. Okay.
Living here, I made such MBA.
Excellent. And now talking about the Hoyos y Aviles law firm, could you tell us when and how was it founded?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, it's a very good question because this year, this summer, we are on our 60th anniversary. The firm was founded by my father, Gustavo de Hoyos Guevara, 60 years ago, as soon as he finished the law school in Monterrey, Nuevo León, but somebody told him that you should go and visit Mexicali. I think there are a lot of good opportunities there. Yeah, a lot of industry. He took the advice. He came here. He watched for a week, and he decided to move to Baja California, to Mexicali, to make his legal practice here. That was the origin. After that, a lot of work was made here in Mexicali, Tijuana, and then firm developed to another states.
Excellent. So now you have presence in Baja and Nuevo León?
Yeah, we are in Baja California. We have offices in Tijuana and Mexicali and in Cabo. We have offices in Sonora. We have office in Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua. We have office in Mexico City, Guadalajara, and also in Tamaulipas.
Excellent. And do you only dedicate to business law, or do you also manage
several? Actually, we are a firm in which we can resolve almost everything to Mexican companies and foreign investors. We have a business law practice. This is how to set up. We help investors to set up companies here in Mexico, to handle all the licensing, to obtain all the permits that they need to work here. Of course, Maquila permit, IMEX permit. Of course, all the labor authorizations, labor relations.
Yeah.
We have also a strong practice, a litigation practice. My father was a litigant. Mm-hmm. Then there is a strong litigant group here at the firm, labor, commercial, also arbitration. Yeah, it's not only business law, also litigation.
Now, based on all your experience, what would you say is the main challenge for foreign companies when they're looking to establish operations in Mexico?
I think it's to understand the culture and to understand the licenses, the licensing process, etc. Mexico is a country that is very open to the foreign investor. The legal framework is very friendly with the foreign investor. Building companies, industry, services, then it's not complicated to make business in Mexico. There is no obstacles. Of course, the culture is different.
Okay.
They sometimes they need a good explanation or somebody doing helping
Partner.
partnering to understand how to do this business in Mexico. It's not complicated. I always say to my clients, it's not complicated. It's easy. I will explain everything to you. But there are another challenges. Depends on the city. Infrastructure, labor. But here in Mexicali, we have resolved such issues. We have an excellent position to make business here. We have almost everything here in Mexicali.
Excellent. Could you please share with us a successful experience with a client that it's already established here in Mexicali?
Okay, there are several, but I want to mention one, an excellent company, Kellogg's. We work since the beginning, 15 years ago, when they opened the first industrial factory here in Mexicali. We helped them to buy the land, to the agreements with the building company, of course, to obtain all the permits, license, etc. A year ago, globally, the company, the shareholders, the owners, decides that the value of the company is going to be higher if they make a spin-off, a separation, cereal from snacking.
Okay.
Globally. And we start working. We have the honor to handle all the Mexican the operation in Mexico, in all the country.
Okay.
Create new entities, new agreements, labor agreements to obtain maquila permits for the new entities, transfer of all the assets to the new entities. And now there are two entities separate that are in the public market in a record time of 6 months.
Wow.
Then I think it's a successful, and now both companies are growing faster because are more specialized. Then, and the value for the shareholders is higher now.
Excellent.
Then is one example.
Now, why would you consider Mexicali as a strategic investment destination for upcoming companies looking to start operations in Mexico?
I think Mexicali is a very good destination for an investor because you have, of course, location.
Yeah.
Minutes from California, from Arizona. There are a lot of land in Mexicali. You have land, you have energy, you have labor, very good universities. You have CETIS, you have UABC,
Yeah.
and several more that provide the labor, the qualified labor that you need. I think it's an excellent destination, and the authority are very friendly
With foreign companies.
with foreign companies. The mayor, all the team, and of course the state authorities are very friendly with investors. Then I think it's an excellent destination, one of the best in Mexico.
Yeah. To conclude this interview, I want to ask you, what does Mexicali means to you?
For me, Mexicali means a lot. I think the best place, an excellent place to live and die. It's an excellent place to grow a family an excellent place to have friends. People is very nice here. And of course, it's an excellent place to develop all your potential professionally talking. A lot of work, a lot of opportunities, a big cultural city, multicultural city, because we have a lot of Chinese tradition, Mexican, of course, the Mexican tradition, and because we're at the border, we understand, we live with the culture of the U.S. also. Then it's a multicultural city. It's an excellent place to live and die.
Thank you very much for all this information, and thank you for your time and for having us today. Finally, would you like to add anything else to this interview?
Again, Mexicali is a very nice place to live, an excellent place to make business. We have been working with a lot of companies, good companies, Mexican companies like Fanosa, De Acero, that are doing business here, and they are very happy. And of course, foreign companies, Collins Aerospace, I mentioned Kellogg's, Packard, and they find everything they need in Mexicali to run their business. Then I encourage to those that are thinking about the options to think on Mexicali, an excellent place to make business, to live, to make family, to everything. Thank you.